everybody, Meriden Gaming here, and we are back in our Let's Play survival world where we're building Himeji Castle, or well, the surrounding town at this point, and our farms. So, while I was off camera, I did get quite a bit done. I was mainly gathering resources, so don't really have a lot to do to show today, so it's going to be a short video, but storage area, that's right. We were working on this, or we did a demo of this quite a while back. And then we also did a short demonstration of it in, well, not a short demonstration, but in our Elsewhere episode this past week, we did a build of it to where we showed how to make it much longer, which is basically what this is. I did mess up a little bit on this one, so it does look kind of funky. So I'm going to end up having to dig out further down to add more storage below these. But it is working, it does function. It's the same system, it's just I built it up in the air so that we would have the ability to expand down. And it's not so high that it gets into the next set of floors, because I figure we're going to do more farms up in these upper floors later. But there is one other little farm I got done while I was here. Da, 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 da. Yep, our iron farm. So it's an exact copy of the one that we did in our starter area here. Um, so I did have to do a little bit of extra work up top because the golems were actually spawning. I forgot to count. You have to be within the beds that are in the center. You have to be 16 blocks in every direction, where, or I guess it's from the zombie, to where you have to make everything non-spawnable. So the problem is those dirt you can see there, which is the courtyard, is close enough. So it was spawning the iron golems up there sometimes. Not every time, but sometimes. So, alright, so anyway, and then also we have a villager breeder over there. I was just growing wheat and just throwing it at them. But at this point we've got enough that I don't need to do that anymore. So we're going to use the floor up here. Well, hold on. Let me get out of this camera so it's easier to see. We're going to use the floor up here as our, oh, nope, not here. Here. As, really? Well, yeah. I don't see how this is close enough. Because we're not, yeah, this should be far enough away. I don't know. Apparently I've got something else that's in range of those spawning. I thought it was 16 blocks away from the center. Which this is 9. Oh, it is within range. But it's weird because they won't spawn there. This should be outside. Anyway, apparently I've got some more spawn proofing to do to get these guys to not spawn up here. Okay, but yeah, we're going to use this as our villager trading area. So we're just going to get a bunch of villagers. I think I've got another 8 down there ready to go. Of course, you take all but 2. Is there? I wonder if they're even spawning up here. No, they're not. Okay. But the other thing we did, although, yeah, I had to put carpet down in this area. I think we need to do a different color. I just had a bunch of white sheep, so, or a bunch of white wool. So that's what I use. We can probably find a different one. I wish there was almost like a tan, because that'd be perfect. It'd be kind of like sand. Um, but yeah. But that is it for that. But yeah, the villagers, basically all it is literally just a bunch of beds. Oh, it's because I have the villagers there. That's why he spawned up there, I bet. But as you can see, we've got some baby villagers. But yeah, I just stick boats outside this, so if I open it up and entice one out, they just land in the boat and close the gate. Not the most sophisticated, but since this is all flat, it works. But yeah, so yeah, let's demonstrate this real quick. Just making sure I had some torches because that's the only thing I've set up. Um, but yeah, basically I've set it to where, what do we call it? I'm going to be using sticks as my locking hopper portion in the back up there. just because I'm not really going to throw sticks in there. I thought about using bamboo at some point. Oh, speaking of which, we did find a jungle off that way, I think, or maybe it was that way. I don't know. I've had a jungle off camera as well. So we've got jungle saplings, we've got bamboo, we've got coffee, or cocoa. It's cocoa. Coffee is that a cat? Oh, I forgot cats spawn with villagers. We have a cat. We just have to have a fish to make him friendly. And then somehow zombies were spawning in there. I think I've got it taken care of. But basically what we're going to do for the bamboo farm, because you can use bamboo as fuel, is one of the things I do. It's not great fuel, but when you have a lot of production, it works. So we'll build an auto smelter using that. But basically we'll use the exact same setup as this, except that we don't have to do multiple layers. You can literally just have the observer up higher, um, and it will trigger, all the ones down here. And it's literally the exact same thing, except you have to use dirt. You can't use, I don't think you can use sand. But you can do it just like one wide, and I could literally do it just right here next to the other one, and just have it to where it dumps in. Although we could, depending on where we put our auto smelter, we could put it directly above the auto smelter to where it just auto feeds into it. Now we got two cats. Wonderful. I know I don't have fish. I need to go fishing. But yeah, like I said, we'll eventually have to dig out here to make these bigger. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to just have that top row just continue around, because as long as you have it connected, it will just keep flowing. And then we'll have another row of the same stuff coming back this direction. And I should be able to do maybe even a third and fourth. Um, but this will get us started for sure. I've just got to gather all the sticks and all the other stuff from our other area. And of course we'll do, we'll just separate out. Oh, and I got enough leather to put those in place too. But yeah, we need to move our cow farm and our sheep farm over here. That's what I'm putting up there. That was what I was doing. So yeah, we'll be moving our cow and sheep farms into this area. Um, and this will probably be our living quarters area for all our just little personal things. But yeah, so that is how far we've gotten so far. I look forward to actually continuing work on the actual city next time, because we'll be doing the first tier that's just around the castle itself. It's mostly grounds with, I think, a few trees, and then a fortress wall that goes, it's about 3 or 4 high. It's kind of like what's up here. Um, it's kind of like what's here, maybe a little bit taller than that. Maybe it may be closer to that style, but just like 1 or 2 high, that goes out and around. So we're going to have to extend out the ground here. So a lot of this is actually going to be covered, because we're just going to extend it straight out once I figure out exactly how far we need to do it. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect, but it'll be fairly close. And we have to figure out what we want to put in as the ground. Because I do have pictures, but it's been a while since I've looked at them. I've been trying to get our farms up and going so that we have a steady supply of supplies. But anyway, this is... Oh, no, where's my thing? This is Spirited Gaming. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the little bell notification icon so you get to see all my videos. What else is there? Oh, I'm also on Twitch now, so go check me out there. I do live streams on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Right now we're doing Forza 4 or Forza Horizon 4, actually. We're going through like the seasonal cars that you can win, and testing those out, and then doing different types of driving like drifting and just the general races. And then on Thursdays, it's kind of been rotating a little bit. This past week we did World of Tanks. So if you're interested in World War II tank combat, it's a really good game. It is a bit grindy, and there is quite a bit of learning curve. So hopefully I can go over tips and tricks there on how to do better, even though I'm not great. But it's a lot of fun. I love playing it. I'm not really a big PvPer, but this is one of the few games that I don't mind being the PvP, because it's a lot of strategy involved. But then of course we're also doing our elsewhere weekly videos. This weekly video, although I missed the elsewhere this week just because I was way busy with work and did not have time to record. But anyway, I look forward to seeing y'all again in this Meridian Gaming, and I'll see you in the castle. Oh, that sounded very lame. Very, very lame. I need to come up with a better thing to say. I'll see you at the giant beam of light that goes up into the sky forever and ever. I wonder how far that actually goes. Anyway, I'll see y'all later.